Big updates today in the world of MMA. Dana White has finally spoken out about Tom Aspinall's eye injury after that controversial no contest with Cyril Gane, and it sounds like there's good news for the heavyweight champ. Meanwhile, Jon Jones is opening up about his fallout with Dana and even says he wants to meet face-to-face to make things right. Let's get into all of it, starting with a wild moment involving Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira recently had an unexpected run-in, not in the octagon, but at a restaurant. A waiter decided to prank Pereira by pretending to take his food away before he was finished. A bold move, especially when you're dealing with one of the most dangerous men on the planet. Meanwhile, there's some really heartwarming news from Ben Askren. Just 4 months after a life-threatening illness and a lung transplant, Askren is officially back on the wrestling mat. Seeing him return to what he loves after such a major health battle is nothing short of inspiring. Fans everywhere are celebrating the comeback of one of MMA's most respected personalities. Now shifting gears, Michael Chandler recently gave his take on a fight that's got fans buzzing: Islam Makhachev vs. Jack Della Maddalena. The two are set to headline UFC 322 next weekend, and Chandler believes it's going to be a fascinating clash of styles. Speaking with Ariel Helwani, Chandler said that size won't be an issue for Islam. He's been training with bigger guys his whole career. But interestingly, Chandler is giving a slight edge to Della Maddalena, mainly because of his crisp boxing and raw knockout power.
JDM is a tough. He's not much of a puzzle, man. He's pretty basic, but he is brilliant and violent and devastating with the basics, man. A little bit of range, a little bit of reach on Islam, and I won't even sit there and say, because Islam's a different breed, man. I wouldn't sit there and say, oh, he's a 155er, so he's not used to going with 170 pounders. I would not be surprised if Islam, his entire career, has been sparring with 55, 70, 185, and 205ers, because the dude's kind of a nut. So I think I don't think strength or size is going to be the problem. It's really going to be the dichotomy between JDM's great striking abilities and is his takedown defense enough to stop the onslaught of wrestling that Islam's going to bring. Because I do think, even the stand-up battle against Poirier does hit hard, because I witnessed that and felt it firsthand. But there's no way he hits as hard as JDM. So I think it'll be interesting, man. I think Islam's going to get tagged up a couple times, and we're going to see if he goes to that wrestling pretty quick. But I think JDM's a monster, man. I think I give JDM the slight favor, or the slight nod in that one. But I would not be surprised if Islam is holding the belt, and then now you got a whole nother conundrum where you got Ilya and him wanting the super fight and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens, man. Crazy.
But let's get to the real headline of the day. Jon Jones wants to talk to Dana White face-to-face. For months, UFC fans were convinced that Jones vs. Aspinall was going to be the next big heavyweight super fight. Dana himself said the deal was almost done. Jones had reportedly agreed to defend his title against Tom Aspinall, the interim champ at the time, but just days later, he pulled out, retired, and left everyone stunned. Ariel Helwani later revealed that Jones was offered a massive $30 million purse to take that fight, but turned it down just one day after accepting it. And now, Jones is finally breaking his silence. Speaking on the No Scripts podcast, Jones admitted he mishandled the situation, saying he was wrong about how things went down and wants to apologize to Dana White in person.
My most immediate goal is to try to be on the White House card.
Okay.
And
you talking to Dana? How's he feeling?
I'm giving Dana his space. Dana has changed my life.
Yes, he
has changed my life. He's changed my children's lives.
Yeah.
I'm forever grateful to him. Okay. And we had a verbal agreement that didn't go over well. Nothing was finalized. I do admit guilt, not guilt, but I was wrong.
You'll make it right at the White House.
The way things went down, I was wrong, and I wish that I could see him face to face and just apologize to him, and so that we can let bygones be bygones and get back to making some major money for the sport and really entertaining these fans. When he's feeling me, I think I'm one of his favorite fighters. Yeah. When he's not feeling me, probably the reason why he has a bald head.
Yeah, that's probably why you are.
Jones even mentioned that one of his immediate goals is to be part of next year's historic UFC White House card, which Dana has hinted will be a once-in-a-lifetime event. It's a surprising bit of humility from Jon, especially after so much tension between him and the UFC. But of course, he couldn't resist throwing a few jabs at his old rival, Tom Aspinall. During the same interview, Jones accused Aspinall of being a quitter, claiming that he gives up the moment things get tough.
Tom, when Tom gets hurt, it's like he's like immediately incapacitated. Immediately.
You shut down.
It's like you poke my eye and then he's like immediately, there's no like.
He never tried to look. It was rag on the eye immediately.
Dude, I was been the silliest looking cat on national TV just
trying. He didn't try.
Trying.
He didn't try.
Same thing with Curtis Blaze. When he hurt his knee, there was no limping, there was no trying to get up. It was just like immediately.
Yep.
Burn my village. I can't go on. Like,
he doesn't have the dog in him. Yeah, that killer to be killed.
Immediately quits.
Yeah.
When he got tapped out with an ankle lock, there was no trying to fight his hands. There were no trying to. He immediately quit.
You see the pattern of it.
Immediately.
And speaking of Aspinall, there's finally some clarity on his condition after that unfortunate eye poke against Cyril Gane at UFC 321. Dana White joined the Jim Rome show and gave a much-needed update, confirming that Tom avoided any serious damage. No detached retina, no lasting eye injury, just some swelling and irritation that's already improving.
Right? When you're in main event, and it's heating up and it looks like it's going to be a really good fight, and then it ends with an eye poke, and that's how the fight ends. It's brutal. He's at home, he's recovering, and as soon as he's able to fight again, we'll book the rematch.
I was gonna say, how long before he can fight again, and can we assume that you're gonna run that back and book a rematch?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, we haven't heard that there's anything. He doesn't have detached retina. There's no damage to the eye, so he should heal up soon, and we'll figure out when we can make.
So yes, it's official. Tom Aspinall vs. Cyril Gane 2 is happening. Once Tom gets the green light from doctors, the UFC plans to run it back. And that wasn't the only big headline from Dana's appearance. The UFC CEO also sent a strong warning to fighters involved in suspicious betting activities, referencing the Isaac Dulgarian controversy.
If you come in here to this business and you try to cheat and you try to, do the sport, I will be your worst enemy. I will come after you, and if you did it, I will do everything in my power to make sure you go to prison. There were other fighters coming out saying, I've been approached, and you're just saying something now? You were approached to throw a fight, and you never told us or never told, the authorities? It's a weird thing. If we get some information like we did the other day, we'll probably, pull the fight. I don't know. It's all a work in progress. And just to be clear, this kid hasn't been, it doesn't look good, but, there's no concrete evidence that he did this yet. So we'll see how this investigation plays out and go from there.
It's another reminder of just how seriously the organization is taking fighter integrity, especially after a year full of betting scandals. What a week in the fight world, rivalries heating up, legends making comebacks, and Dana once again keeping everything under control. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the update, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for all the latest MMA news. We'll catch you in the next one.